Hey everyone, Sam here. Sam recorded sort of over 10 years doing major commercials and documentaries and things like that. And we're looking at the Sanken Cos-11 versus the DPA for 4060s or 4061s. They're basically the same. And this is a no-nonsense review from someone who's been in the industry. It's not something where we're going to listen to the mics endlessly. Audio examples, there's plenty of videos out there, although to be honest they are useless because you just want to hear from the horse's mouth what these beauties are like on set. First thing is, and to build on that point, is the Sanken Cos-11. People know the sound of this, they understand it. People on the post side of jobs expect a sound similar to this. They're relatively affordable. They're also very easy to place, and lots of companies make various attachments for them because they're very popular. Their bright sound is just very good for underneath clothing. So especially if you've got a lot going on here and it's underneath, it might even be further down, then the high frequencies are able to pull out a lot more sound. They're also very, very durable. I mean, I've had this and shown very little respect to it over the years because you just do. You're in a rush, it falls on the floor. Different weather conditions, airplanes and stuff like that. And they've held strong. They've got a very, very long cable. That's the only thing I'd say. Is that can be great if, let's say, you randomly need a long cable. Like, I had to put it inside a car engine bay, and then had to travel all the way back. The lead had to travel all the way to the interior, and I did actually need that long cable. Much shorter cable is the DPA's 4060s. It's a much nicer cable in the sense of being on a person's body, though it does come with extra handling noise, which is a little bit annoying. Overall, they sound out the box, as in not underneath clothing. They sound much better. They have more depth to them. In fact, for the size of that mic, it sounds fantastic. So, 9 times out of 10 on the stuff that I do, we're outside. It's got to go underneath quite a bit of clothing, or it's difficult. You want to do it fast, and things like that. I'm starting to reach again more for the Cos-11s. This doesn't come out of the box as often, but certainly when you've got someone who has a higher vocal register, let's say, and they need a bit of depth in their voice, then this can come in very handy. Again, it depends on weather conditions, whether I actually bother putting this one on, because I know that it is susceptible to a lot more things like wind noise. It's susceptible to sibilance as well. Like, I don't get any sibilant problems with the Cos-11s, and it's a brighter mic. Whereas with this, I get a lot of that. So, things to consider. It's also more expensive. So you've got to think about what your needs are. But I think it's good to have both in the arsenal. They both sound great, those mics. But if you're just starting out, a cheaper option is the Countryman B3. It's quite widely used. A colleague of mine used it on a very, very famous, successful documentary. And he does lots of TV, and he really, really likes them. Now, my personal preference is I prefer these two because they have like more of a step back feel, relaxed sound to them, more neutral sound. It feels a bit more drama to me, in the sense of like dialogue. Whereas the B3 is like there's a lot of sound, there's a lot of, I don't know, it's a big sound. So it's personal preference. But yeah, I certainly They also do a B6, Countryman B6, which is tiny and quite affordable. So again, in the real world, doing commercial documentaries, you don't need to hide mics that hard. There's so many videos on like how to hide mic here, blah, blah, blah. Simple, fast solutions. A B6, maybe. I did a documentary once with the same guy, and we had to put a mic on the interior of a helmet, right? A biker's helmet. Now, we could get away with those, but we had a B6, so that was quite handy to have. You know, it's smaller in profile, and it's already very tight in a professional racing helmet. So, yeah, horses for courses. It's good to have options. Important to turn up to set with options, but not a necessity.